everybody, welcome back to Manor and Brass with me, Sid, on the Manor and Brass server. I am currently on by myself at the moment. Been a bit of a quiet week actually, but and as usual, start off with a frog in your throat. That's always perfect. So last episode we built this, and I went in. There's a water wheel at the back, and it was powering a lot of stuff, and I have redesigned it. So whereas before we had the water wheel coming in and going all the way up there and things, now it is powering this, which is the stamp press over there. Put your stuff in that end, it goes through down over there. Put these little kind of supports in. This cog transfers power over to here, which is a precision mechanism making machine. So stick your gold plate in there and do it 5 times and off you go. And that's it down here. Now what I have done is under here I put in 2 lots of water wheels, one on this side, one on that side, and they are both off currently. There's clutches down there with wireless redstone. This is just on the outside. We've got a few bits and pieces we can play with, and up here we come up and there's my rotational speed controller that I made last time. It comes all the way up here into this space. Now you put your resources in here for making your precision gears. That's where the power from that side comes up. This side comes up here, goes through the rotational speed controller to give that power, and at the same time powers the belt. And all you do is put your metals in there and they go through, power that, and you switch this on and off it goes. And if you want that one to go, you switch that one. Simple as, but these water wheels have been severely nerfed. But anyway, that's not all I've been on with between episodes. Let me head back to Port Valentine to start off with. Not Port Valentine, to the chateau. So I got to thinking about iron and iron farms, and I've done iron farms before on the previous Manor and Brass, or at least Manor and Artifice series. So I didn't want to do one again, but I thought, where would I put it? And I thought, where's a good place? I don't have to worry about the golem spawning everywhere. Where is there a lot of resources? And well, long story short, there's a lot of resources in the demon realms. There's also quite a lot of metals that are smelted, but that's a different story. In fact, there is an awful lot of resources in the demon realm, and the demon realm is a void realm. So I dug it up and put a iron farm out there, and not the fastest farm in the world, but these guys do generate iron, I assure you. Been running for probably about 12 hours, this particular farm now, and they're going, oh, there you go, there's one. They're using ender chests, so there's 3 ender chests all filtering through to the overworld. We can turn it off with that just plunges 3 down. So basically this is what I built the 2 one last time. I added a 3rd, and I think I could possibly even get away with a 4th, but I thought that might be a bit excessive. So yeah, I mean, this is chunk loaded as well. There's a chunk loader just there, which is loading all of these and this chunk here. It doesn't really need to load this chunk here, but why not? There we go. There goes another golem. I've chopped out all of the walls, chopped out everything out. I've left that there. If I ever get a key, that will generate a dungeon over that side. And interestingly, let's just see where I can see one clearly on the map. There are structures down here. Now, I don't know whether these are structures that my fellow players have generated or what. There's one over there. Can't see one over that way, if we quick have a peek at the journey map, you can see they're not small structures, unlike this one, which generated on, I would say it generated on chunk, but it generated half and half on a chunk, didn't it? Which is weird. So, but they were one chunk in size, give or take. So odd that it generated like that, half and half. Maybe that is doing the same then. Maybe these are half chunks. But anyway, that's one of the things I've done. Two reasons I didn't do it on camera. One, as I said, is I've done iron farms. The other one is I hate working over voids. It is one of my pet peeves. I really dislike it. I have got Forgiving Void, but I don't know whether it would actually work for this. So yeah, I did that. So you didn't have to put up with me chuntering about how much I hate the void, which I do a lot. Which is really strange because I played a hell of a lot of Skyblock series over the last 10 years. But there you go. Who said anything makes sense? Now the iron feeds into the ender chest back there, into a hopper, into this diamond barrel with a compacting upgrade, which is basically taking all of the items, all of the iron that comes in and compacting it into blocks, and a void upgrade, which is voiding everything bar one stack of poppies. So we get more poppies than one stack, they get voided, which I could have voided them all, but I thought let's keep a stack. There you go, that's 3 just come in there. I think I had that, so it's over 12 hours it's done, 4.5 stacks maybe, which is not bad. You know, that's a lot of iron. Now there's a reason I need a lot of iron, because I need to make a lot of lava, and to make a lot of lava I'm going to need a lot of dripstone, a lot of dripstone stalagmites, get them the right way around. And I'm going to need brass to pump them, and we're going to be using a vanilla mechanic and create to pump out the lava into a tank, and then we're going to be using the lava to generate mana using thermalilies. Now thermalilies are a bit of a pain because they have a cooldown. They will continue to eat lava all the time, but they have, I did not notice that before. Do you go anywhere? No, you don't. Okay. Boring. So, yeah, they have a cooldown of about 5 minutes between uses. So what you don't want to do is be chucking bucket of lava after bucket of lava. Now, the other problem with lava is it makes a popping noise. And I want it under my courtyard down there, but I don't want to be able to hear it. And if you listen very carefully, this lava is absolutely silent. And I learned something today that I did not know. I don't know how many people know this, maybe everybody knows this, but I didn't know it. If you put string over lava, it mutes it. So sometimes it takes a while to kick back in again, because it's like a, there you go. See, I did not know that. I'm sure many of you are going, oh man, that's such old news. But if I didn't know it, you can be pretty certain that other people didn't know it. So there you go. I share that with you for the ignorant amongst us. So I've moved this pool of lava over from there, just to see what I wanted to do. Was to see what I was going to start off with, the idea of, let's see how far away from lava I actually needed to be to not hear it, and the experiment became, let's try a pool of lava covered by string, and it worked. There's not enough lava there, by the way. Well, there is enough lava there to do it because we can use flowing lava, but the Puritan in me wants to use lava source blocks for our generator just because, just because that's how I roll. So we are going to be needing more lava. I could take a load of buckets, and that's one way of doing things, or I could get a tank upgrade for my backpack, which I think tank upgrade for backpacks, pump fluid between tank upgrade and adjacent block, pump fluid between tank upgrade if works with fluid containers in hand and fluid blocks in the world, allows the filter which fluids are pumped. Okay, so I need that. So I need one of them, that's fine. And then we can make that. Oh, I've already got that. And then we need to do, oh, damn. I need to make 2 of those. One. It always picks the one wood that I don't have lots of. I think that was actually living wood it just used. Have I got slime balls? Yes, I do. Because a wandering trader came around and... Where's... Right. Yeah, I knew I got a piston. Oh, what the hell was that all about then? Okay, and then an advanced. I need a dispensy. Let's do one of them. And one of them. Nope. One of them. And then one of them. Okay, and then we should be good to go. Put my tank upgrade. There's an item in at least one of the 18 slots needed for the tank upgrade. Oh man, there's an item in pretty much every slot needed for the tank upgrade. What size are you? You are a diamond backpack. Okay. I think what I probably need to do then is empty my various backpacks and boxes, because I've got that lot as well. And do a little bit of housekeeping. My untidy nature has finally caught up with me, and it has got things to say. So let me just very quickly tidy my inventory, and I shall be back in what to you will be a moment, but to me will probably seem like an age. Back in a moo. All right, the backpack is empty. So let's start off with a tank upgrade, which is going to use those slots there, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2 basically loses all of those, but that's got 36 buckets worth of storage. We can put input or output, doing it that way on. We can also do that. And that is an input. Interact with world is on or off, and interact with fluid container in hand is on or off, and we just want to put a bucket of lava in there, I presume. So that gives us some easy lava fluid movement. Now what I do need to do is now start working through my box of tricks. So that is a build box. So we definitely need to keep that. I'm in 2 minds about. I'm just very tempted just to dump the whole lot back in the thing. I don't use the bundles that much now. They're very handy early on when you don't have a lot of resource, but when you've just got that kind of thing going on. In fact, I'm very tempted. Can I? Oh, hang on. Can I just use... Let's take both of those and make a couple of obsidian. Crate, is it? Yeah. Because they're bigger and a damn sight cheaper. And then we got that one there as well. There we go. And then we'll not muck around with the tiny ones. They're just not worth the effort. Definitely going to keep those. What else is a definite keep? That's my emergency back. That's an emergency mana restore. That's my bound scrolls. Those are keepers. That's all my charms are definitely keepers. That's my Wellspring Sight Ungent. I might as well keep the Nature's Compass. That for snow. We'll keep the emeralds. It's a shame there isn't a Diable or Emerald crate. Anyway, you don't want to listen to me while I mutter my way through this, but I will pull out the bits I want to keep about my personage, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I have moved most of the stuff I want back in there. There is something I want to do further with this though, but before we do that, I did kill a wither the other day, which means if I make myself one of those, and I make myself 4 of those, I will therefore need 1, 2, 3, and I don't know why I didn't just put them in, 2, 3, 4. When we do that, we can now put in our backpack section. Upgrades work with the inventory of the main backpacks. Upgrades work with the inventory of the backpacks in the backpack first. Main backpack. Okay. That is fine, which now means I can put in my build bag, and my gold backpack can go there, because that's really just a storage device, and my create backpack can go in there as well. But then what we can do is we can actually start locking some of these in. So we can unselect all slots, and all of these I just want to lock into that particular item. So we've always got a selection of emeralds over there, and now when I take those out, if I try and put that there, it won't go. Which means that then all of this lot can come in and just be, I mean, this is all magic stuff. I'm going to keep those just because they are cool. There's no, you can go up there. I actually did want to lock in one other thing. I want to have some oak. So I always want a stack of oak logs, and I always want a stack of iron about my person. So we'll upgrade you to that. We'll take you there, and then we are going to lock in that one as well. Everything else can stay freeform, and hopefully that will make me also make sure I've got some coal. Always want to carry a stack of coal. Always want to carry a stack of bones. I'm sure there will be other things we find as we go along, but there are certain things that I just always. Oh, okay. I already had a stack. There we go. Doesn't matter. I always find myself needing, coal, bones, whatever it may be. All good. Right. So what? Now I've done all of that, what do I actually need to go and do? Well, what I need to go and do is, let's go over to tempo, beat my head against the ceiling. Actually, I should have just gone to mine, shouldn't I? That's I don't need to do that anymore. Except, of course, you do get to do this rather fun scutch down the hill. Whee! The world's, well, I'm going to say the world seems much more so much deeper. It is much deeper. I mean, let's not be daft about this. It is most definitely deeper. However, if I now come to my tank and go, oh, hello. I mean, it's not instant. Hold on, let's do a little bit of... No. Oh, God. Yeah, of course, I'm all right. In fact, I think I'll just have a little bath. Oh, that could have been much, much worse. I mean, still could be. I can't get out of this lava, but yeah. Oh, that was very nearly. A major league issue. Quite a nice cave down. Oh, hello. I think I hit somebody over there with my light spell. One of them. Oh, we're full. Okay. We'll interact with the world off. So we've pulled that out. Might as well just have a quick peek around here now. I love this spell. It's like, oh, that looks a bit dark. What can we do about that? Well, let me see. Let there be light. And there was light. Let there be dead skeleton. Who did that? Oh, I see you, sir. And there was a dead skeleton. Wow, that is very dangerous looking, he says. Having a good old wander out there. Oh, come on, I must be getting close. Nope, miles away. That was close. Oh, there's a... I've not actually caved on this season. Mainly because the bloody mobs up here are terrifying. Which is my own fault. You know, I accept that I put them in. I picked the mobs. Well, I picked some of the mods. To be fair, I'm blaming Rorax for some of the really terrifying ones. I suppose I have to sit there and take some responsibility therefore. I mean, I didn't have to put them in, did I? But this is I mean, again, I have already made my point that I am not a big fan of we got there some torches. Some melon seeds and a bit of straw. The string is probably, to be honest, from the there. Oh, right. Hem I want. What we shall call the Pumpkin King, because he definitely does have a Jack Skellington look about him. Him, I'm not so bothered about encountering. Well, that's a zombie Hulk. But they don't like me. Oh, ho, ho, hello. Diggy diggy pew pew. That was a spawner trap. But I mean, this does in many ways make caving a little trivial, but you've still got the danger of things landing on your head. You know, it's not absolutely safe down here. Anyway, I digress. I came in here for... I didn't get what I wanted from that guy, though. Okay, well, yeah. Let's jump back over to the chateau. And let's go in here so you can see what it was that I had Blink selected for. Yeah, that was it. I had it to get down here. And, well, actually I had to get it out of here. But down here is a big old hole in the ground. And it's a big old hole in the ground. And it's 13 by 13. We're going to go 11 by 11 for what I'm going to build down here. So I need a lot of cauldrons for starters. Which hence why I need a lot of iron. And let me just... Hup. No, it didn't always work. You have to time it just right. That is not right. Of course, I could just do this. Or I could take the spell out of my spell book and increase the range of it. That's the one thing I'm not keen on, the fact you can't... This has actually got an adjustable range. But it doesn't matter. Range touch. Right. Let's go make cauldrons. I need 11 by 11 of them. Which is... Well, it's 110 plus 11, 121, isn't it? I've got 36. Let me do a little bit of sorting. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, we have got the relevant number of cauldrons. I need the same number of dripstone, and I need the same number of pointed dripstone. So I need to find myself some dripstone caves. I don't think I'm going to find them easily down here. Although we do know that they exist just out there in one of those caves, which I'm into. I'm not sure whether I've seen dripstone down here mining or not. You know, when you're trying to remember whether you have. I don't think I will have seen dripstone down here. It doesn't seem like the kind of a place where we're going to find it. So let's head back to the chateau. Oh, I appear to have a spare sleeping bag. Okay, I did not know that. Let's sleep the rain off, and then I'm going to go into the flooded caves and see if I can't find it that way. Yeah. That seems like a potential solution, because I can't think of it I can't think of where I have definitely seen it. You know that saying where you say it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it? This is one of those examples where I've almost certainly passed dripstone by. I have definitely not bothered. But you know, my horse, I think he needs a little bit of feeding. How are you doing, chickens? I've got plenty of raw chicken and lots of eggies. So yeah, but this is definitely a case of, and really does illustrate the point, I think, that sometimes you're better off just trying to figure out what you're going to want and then getting it when you see it. Because now I've got to go hunting around for a dripstone. and I'm not sure whether I've seen any or not in this area. I may be hunting for a while. Let me continue hunting around. I shall be back in a while. Alright, finding dripstone when you want it, as opposed to finding dripstone when you don't need it, is way more difficult than you think. However, I've not given up, and I've been out on my northernmost exploration, and I have found another big graveyard. So I'm going to put a waystone down for that. Don't fall down. I mean, it probably won't kill me, but there's all these rather nice things that I can come back with my silk touch. But there is this thing, if I remember rightly, somewhere in one of its containers has a whole load of pointed dripstone. So that's a starting point. And I think that gives me a whole load more pointed dripstone. Now, in here, within this place, not that I want to hang around, because there is, well, it depends on whether there are a few spawners around, but round about in here there's a spawner for a cultist, and basically the cultist is a Johnny, and Johnnies are bad news. Lots of wither roses, lots of things, so we can come and raid this at some point. There's another wither skeleton spawner there, which I've already got quite a good selection of, so marked on the map and pinned. So at some point we will be doing a wither skeleton farming location. We'll even look at getting the beheading enchantment, but this is, I'm trying to stay on point, which, if you know me, is, well, Amination, arcane damage, wonderful. What we got? A wooden head, and I'm more interested in, to be honest, the golem parts than anything else out of these now. I keep trying out the ones in the vain hope that I find one that will kill me. I'm going to take the wickerwood arm. The wickerwood stuff is A, dirt cheap, and B, I did also encounter a raiding party as well, so we tried that one out. That's nice thing with this thing, the Inception, is I can place things inside the incepted item, which is pretty cool. I am miles away from home, by the way. I'm just wandering around in the vain hope. If I'm going to wander around and stumble and hopefully stumble onto the thing what I am looking for, I may as well wander around and try and stumble on the thing what I am looking for in new terrain, because otherwise, I got excited then, I'm just wasting my time. Well, I'm not wasting my time, I'm still achieving what I'm aiming to do, but I'm not uncovering anything new, so like the graveyard. So, continuing to look. Now, before anybody points out in the comments, or I'm sure it may be already be too late, that you can grow dripstone, I am aware you can grow dripstone, it just takes a while. And yeah, I'm looking for a quick solution, and the quick solution is find me a chunk that I can mine. Hey, escaping off to death there, snake. So yeah, be back in a short while. Well, this place might be promising. I've come back home and I'm now caving a little bit closer to home, and this place is huge. I definitely think there are prospects here. Good prospects, don't know, but there's more options than perhaps, you know, just wandering around aimlessly. There were some terrifying critters around in here. They're not quite so bad now. I've thinned a few out, but half the trick seems to be lighting the place up. Especially, don't go walking off the edge, John. Especially the areas. See, the problem is I'm not seeing any stalactites, so I really don't think there's that much down here. Certainly not this way on, although this is a big old cave, so definitely worth an explore if nothing else. I do need to head back, however, because let's go back down. So this brings you out on this side of that big old expanse. Whoa! Where are you? Oh, you're there, okay. No, I didn't want to light him up, I wanted to light that up. That was the actual bit that, you know, I didn't like. The fact that there was all of this cave. However, this was not what I was after. It was, I think, over this way. Perhaps. Oh no, not over this way. Don't worry about those because I'm fire resistant as well as drown resistant. Is with the OP charms, definitely OP, and I'm prepared to take that criticism. But I think at the expense of having fun, I can't find what I was looking for now. Have that. I apologise, this is very dark. Luckily these work underwater. Come here. See, there's really, I think we're too deep for. I love how those get clogged up. That's quite a neat little effect. Right, let's get back out of here. This is not the place I was looking for. Which is worrying because I definitely got here from the place I was looking for. There. This was the place I was looking for. Because this is a dungeon, isn't it? Yes, it is. Don't really care what dungeon it was. I think we're clear. There's probably nothing in here, there rarely is. Loyalty, enchant, I suppose, a couple of bits of iron. Oh, that's actually different. Not really worried about anything else of that though, so. But of course, what I'm looking for still is any source of the stone of drippage. See, we got this, but this is not dripstone. It keeps cropping up and throwing me out. Anyway, I am going to continue the search for drippy stone, and well, I'll be back when I find it and not before. I'm not going to keep coming back on this because otherwise this is all going to be, this entire episode is going to be called The Search for Dripstone. In fact, you know, it's probably not that far off being called The Search for Dripstone, if I'm brutally honest. Yeah, back in a moment. Okay, we have I found they were over by the Crimsonite mine. So we got this. I do need to put a border around the top, which has slight ow yeah, it also helps if you try not to blink into a solid wall. That really is a good idea. Let me put one there. That should do. That'll be covered by string eventually, and of course all of this will be covered by lava eventually, so that's all good. I need more stone though. I'm not worried about how this looks. Plus you're not going to be seeing this, and all being well, you're also not going to be hearing it, which is probably just as important. So we need to go and grab myself. Oh god, I need to do that again, don't I? Alright, try not to blink myself into a wall this time. I need some more stone, and I need a bucket. Well, buckets. Luckily, I am fireproof, so I need a string. I need 2 stacks of that. I'm going to drop off that and those because they're done. I'm going to grab some cobble. That should be enough of you, and that can go away. So hopefully at the end of this I should have a good source of reliable lava. Bonk. And you know, that is all good. Oops, hello. Right, so here, this is the bit where life is a little bit awkward, but I'll work that one out in a moment. That covers us for there. Now the obvious thing would be a ladder, wouldn't it? But of course I haven't got ladders. Where's my build bag? What have I got in my build bag? Yeah, not a lot. Yeah, it's What did I do with my build box? Actually, did I put? I'm sure that was not what I meant to put in there. I'm sure it was meant to be the gold crate. Oh no, that is correct. That does belong in there. But I was sure I was supposed to have the gold crate in there as well. Oh well, doesn't matter. Well, for now, what we can do is this. And just pop a slab there. Actually, that doesn't even need to be a slab, does it? It can be a solid block because I've got plenty of space. Right, so then if I grab my 3 buckets, go in here, output to there, and again, it doesn't matter that I'm swimming in lava because I've got my fire resistance charm. And I'm going to need 121 buckets of lava, which I've got another 24 buckets there. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. So let's fill this up, and I'll be back just as soon as I've drained a few lava lakes and things. And yeah, again, I am aware that I can do this with flowing lava. I just prefer source blocks for obvious reasons, really, I think. Never certain whether there is actually an issue. Right, we've got 2 buckets left. Do I want to? Yeah, I probably want to do this proper, but what we should be getting now is some of those should be dripping lava, and possibly even have a cauldron full of lava in a few cases, maybe. But what we'll do is we'll make it so we can see that easier, but from up here I can't see any yet, but that might be a little bit, you know, I might be expecting a bit much a bit soon. Oh god, no. Nearly did it again. Right, more lava, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, and now it's time to silence this thing, because that will get on my nerves really, really quickly. So, simple enough. Pop down a piece of string and then extend the string out. And this will be our 120 block lava source to generate the lava for our thermal lilies. I'll tell you what, I am very grateful for the fire resistance. I mean, it's not to say I couldn't have done it without this, because obviously we've still got potions, and that would have been an option. But from my point of view, I think this is just the easier way of doing it, and like, again, possibly overpowered way of doing it. Who knows? Who really cares? It's a game we play for fun. He's trying to get out. Now, we've not got rid of everything, because there is, of course, all of this going on down here. But we got rid of most of it. Now I need 121 pipes, brass pipes. Well, I actually need more because I've got to bring it over, and I need to make the tank. But brass pipes are my next thing. Let's have a look. Brass pipe. If I was a pipe, where would I be? Maybe it's not a brass pipe. Maybe it is a fluid pipe. It is a fluid pipe, and it's made of copper sheet. Better, even better than we thought. Okay, let's go and make myself a sizable chunk of those. That looks to me like there might be a raid over there. Not There. Perhaps. Seems to be quite a lot of things. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not worried. They're not here. That's what matters. Right, let me go and grab some copper then. So if I do a stack, 2 stacks of sheets and a stack, that will give me 4 stacks of pipe. Should be enough, shouldn't it? So a stack of those and 2 stacks of those. Let's head over to Port Valentine and squish myself some things. And eventually. Doop de doop. Of course, I have got to question the validity of using copper piping to move molten lava, but well, this is going to take a while because it's not the fastest machine in the world, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, that took a lot longer than I anticipated because I needed another chunk of stuff. I think I have everything I need now, but while I was waiting I have extended the road down to here. I've tied it up around here, got rid of a few of the torches. We are still fully spawn proof, except for the Born in Chaos mobs, which, you know, seem to use their own rule. Well, they use the old Minecraft rules, I think, the light level 7 or below, rather than the new light level 0. So that was that. Now I don't want to be, I'm running long on this episode. I'm at 40 odd minutes, but it took me a lot longer to do the to get the stuff, dripstone, that's the word I was looking for, than anticipated. So I'm not too worried, but I do want to get the point where we have got the lava generation going, and that is going to come down here. We've got our lovely things. I mean, these are not, find you, it's not chunk loaded, so that is worth bearing in mind. We are going to take this lot and go bang. If that isn't enough, then I really don't know what will be. That's the one. I knew he was in there somewhere. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to take this lot here and pipe every single one of these up. And with a little bit of luck, this will work. Well, I know it will work. No luck involved. I wasn't foolish enough to try this without testing it. Now, I have got a plan in the next to do an update on the pack, so I will hopefully by the next or the episode after that have some new features, shall we say. Right, let's take you, and then what I would like to do is, and I've done admittedly a lot of this, but that should be fine, because what I want to do is over here oh yeah, I forgot about that. let's need to do something about that, don't I? There we go. Got enough space for one more thing. How many? Let's have a look. So I'm coming from about here, which is Y51. And should be able to get away with that. That leaves a spare bit of tankage, but that is fine. Y59 is... Oh, God no. Oh, damn it. Oops. Okay. I've got a few things of spare, so I need to... Okay. Let me just recover from this and... yeah, let me just recover from this. Okay, back in a bit. Alright, gone with the simplest power I could come up with, which, well, I mean, I could have put it on its side, but this works. Gives us 96 stress units. I don't think... Oh, other than that, 128 stress units, but I need to reverse the flow. So let me just get that wrench, bonk, and that can go away. And then we're going to take you, and that is going to just go like that. Now that should start pulling lava out of these at a reasonable rate of knots. Taking them up this pipe and into this tank eventually. Now, it's not a fast pump, so do not expect miracles. It's going to take a while for that to pump it all across, but that is fine because this is infinite, and you can see it's reached here, it's over there now. So this should be more than adequate to produce the lava now once it starts pumping into here, of course, which is not there yet. Still on its way. But any second, he says, any second. Come on, do your thing. Maybe, eventually, if you'd be so kind. I mean, it's definitely pumping. I think it's just going to take a while. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I think maybe I was a bit ambitious with my piping. This is filling. I brought the entire thing down here, and yeah, so we'll then bring the lava out from here and do stuff with it. Again, this is not important. It doesn't have to be seen. And it's all running off that one little water wheel. You've got 34 buckets already, so, you know, it definitely works. Anyway, let's try maybe to... How to get a screenshot of this? There you go. Right, so there's still lava over there. This is 66. We'll have 504 buckets of lava in the system once this is complete. Now, what I did want to do is have a look and go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I think a normal chunk loader in here will be more than adequate. We probably want to also include these chunks over here as well. So yeah, we will work it out. But for now, we've got the lava going, so that is a big relief. It took way more effort than I thought, and I apologise if this is a little bit of a long episode. Such is life. But yeah, next episode we'll try to put that lava to good use. In the meantime, if I have a look at a normal basic chunk loader, that should be... Oh, am I out of ender pearls? Apparently I am. I'll go and buy some. I'll go and get some more from Elspodley, but yeah, we just need to ensure that those are loaded, so when we come back on we have an absolutely full tank of lava and a full tank of well, a full tank of lava. I don't think there's much more to say, is there really? Let me just put that thing. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.